Now it's time to get on to the PlayStation 2. Monster Rancher Evo. I'm sure it's a great game. I'm sure it's awesome, but I can't play it because my game disc does not work.
Ooh.
So I have to hunt down another copy. Dang it.
Then we have Harvest Moon, Save the Homeland, which is a Harvest Moon game.
Better than Farmville.
It's true.
And this one just caught my eye. Interesting. It's Tekken's Nina Williams' character in her own game called Death by Degrees. So, a spin-off game, it's an action game. I haven't played it yet, but it caught my eye, so I hope it's going to be good.
Then we have Rogue Galaxy.
Heard that was an awesome RPG.
I have too. Ooh.
Lego Soccer Mania. We probably have to play this at some point.
Yeah.
At some point we need to check this out because it's a Lego game and it's kiddie and it's probably fun.
As most Lego games are. Alright, I'm going to show these off as a duo. Both the Kingdom Hearts games. Which, awesome.
They need no explaining, pretty
Yeah,
much.
Pretty much.
It's like any Mario game.
Yes.
Well, I mean, as far as reputation.
Oh, yeah.
Another game I picked up on the whim, Psy Girls.
Game that I picked up just on a whim was Inuyasha, The Secret of the Cursed Mask. Looked pretty fun. And you said...
For my first appearance, I looked at the back of the box and the characters looked very bobbleheadish. And that's what I said. They looked that way, so I said it.
Yep.
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3.
Yes.
Awesome. And then it went downhill with 4 for me. So, I'm sorry to all of you people that like 4, but I like the old arcadey, check off the
Tricks.
check off the list type thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I like the fact, the levels being smaller was nice too, kind of.
Mm-hmm. And then we have ESPN X Games Skateboarding.
I'm a horrible friend.
Well,
my childhood again.
Yes.
It's a Tony Hawk clone, and I did play through and beat it, so yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now, in order to make this kind of quick, Time Splitters 1, Time Splitters 2, and Time Splitters Future Perfect, which is, it's a Time Splitter series. 1, I didn't feel was too great because, 1, the controls was very like 007 like, and since I didn't play it till years later, it kind of caught me off guard and it was kind of hard for me to play. Time Splitters 2 kind of had the same problem as far as that goes, but I felt like each level had its own story that it was telling because each level was so different. It was like playing its own game or own story or something. Like the first level is a kind of zombie in the Arctic type thing going on, and then there's a level further along that is like where you got to be stealthy in this futuristic city. There's a Wild West level and just a big variety of guns, and where the first one was more of like the missions were kind of repetitive, if that's an acceptable word for this. Future Perfect took more of a cinematic story outtake on it, it was funny in a slapstick kind of way. So if you like that, you'll like this. I mean,
Did it very well.
Yeah. I mean, I'll cut it short right there. Maybe talk more about it in the future.
Sounds good. And then we have Soul Calibur 3.
You want to know why that was bought?
Why?
My guy at work recommended it to me because of the whole real-time strategy part of it that it added to the game. Or he said it was really cool and with the way they done it, and that I should play it. So I picked it up. Yet I haven't played it.
We'll get to it.
Champions Return to Arms, which is the sequel to Champions of Norath, which I owned, but it didn't read, and when I took it back, the game store did not have another copy, but they gave me this in replacement for it. So I took it, so I still need Champions of Norath.
Yep.
Yeah. And they're both pretty much the same game. I mean, gameplay-wise.
And then a game that we kind of picked up on a whim was Whiplash. We haven't got a chance to play yet, but
I want to play that.
Yes.
I want to actually play that.
It looks like a lot of fun, and it sounds like a lot of fun.
The game I picked up because it's bad. Yeah, I know that sounds weird. Breath of Fire Dragon's Quarter. Is it gonna suck? Everyone has told, every review and such has said bad things about it. So yeah, it's probably gonna suck. But you know what? Sometimes we gotta play games to laugh at them. Even if they are truly horrendous.
Alright, and then I got another series. You actually have the other one on top. We have some duplicates, but we have the Jack and Daxter series, which we have duplicates of the first two, but very fun games. I do have to say.
I can't really speak on it because, again, I'm terrible. I haven't played them.
I remember owning Jack and Daxter: The Precursor Legacy, and I beat it. It was very fun. And played through Jack 2. I'm not sure if I beat it. And I know I've played Jack 3, but again, I can't remember if I beat it.
Yeah.
But they were very fun.
Alright, Army Men Air Attack 2. Was gonna pick up Army Men Sarge's War 2 or something like that for the PS2, but the game store didn't have it in, or they couldn't find it, so they gave me this. They recommended it to me, and I said, yeah, sure, I'll take it. Still Army Men, but different type of game. So yeah, Air Attack 2.
Then another little series that we have is the Guitar Hero 1, 2, and 3. Which...
everyone knows what that's about.
Yes. Can't really say much more than that. And I love Guitar Hero games, but we don't have the guitars, so...
How did that happen?
It happened.
The Matrix Path of Neo. This is actually a really well, or at least I remember it being a really well done movie spin-off game. It has RPG elements, if I remember right. A few of the levels were kinda out there, and the ending boss was kinda odd.
Alright, I'm gonna put all these as one big old line.
This is probably the most rarest and expensive thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we have the Dot Hack series.
Yeah.
Both of the series. The GU and the original Dot Hack. 1, infection. 2, mutation. 3 is outbreak. And then quarantine. The rarest and
Yeah.
of them all. Quarantine is the most rare. And then we have the GU series, Rebirth, Reminisce, and Redemption.
They are all complete, other than .hack GU Rebirth. It doesn't have it. There was I think a bonus disc that actually came with that one, I believe.
Mm-hmm. I think, yeah.
Well, I mean, it might have been a different edition, but other than that, they're complete as far as all of the DVD comes with all the original .hack.
Mm-hmm.
And they all have their manuals and stuff. Yeah, but I didn't get them for cheap. My local shop had them all, and I ended up scooping them all up over time.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, I want to really talk more about Into them, but I'm gonna just stop right there.
Mm-hmm. Save it. They deserve their own video.
Yeah, because if I talk about that, we'll never get through the PlayStation 2 collection. But, okay. Beautiful Joe 2. Yeah. I've never played either of the Beautiful Joes.
I've played one and it was pretty fun.
It's a platformer, right?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah.
Very, very stylistic.
And that's what you can probably expect from number 2. I say probably because I don't know.
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Alright. Bully. Probably my favorite Rockstar game in the Grand Theft Auto fashion.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I liked it best. Maybe it was the whole setting and stuff, but I liked it best for whatever reason.
Alright, we have Dragon Quest 8. Which, you know, another Dragon Quest game, and it's got both the discs.
Yeah, it came with the demo to Final Fantasy, what was it?
Yeah, Final Fantasy 12.
12? Okay.
Yep.
The thing about Dragon Quest is, if you've seen really one Dragon Quest, you've kind of seen them all, although this was the first jump to 3D.
Mm-hmm.
But they kept the same simple mechanics.
Yeah.
Even some weird name enemies. Look out when he shoots his way through. Shadow the Hedgehog. Yeah, it's Shadow the Hedgehog, and I picked it up just because I felt it at the time. It felt like a purchase at the time, and so I went with it, and I don't know if it's good or bad. I guess I'll find out sometime down the road. Another unique series that hasn't seen the light of day since the PlayStation 2, Ty the Tasmanian Tiger. This is the first one, but it had 3 games on the PlayStation 2, but hasn't shown up since then.
Mm-hmm.
That could be due to EA focusing more on their sports games, or who knows what.
It's a very fun game, though. I enjoyed it. Played through it. It was very fun. Same in the sense of Jack and Daxter.
Yeah. So, maybe one of these days it will pop back up into the whole gaming. Ah.
Alright, we have Project Eden. Which, I don't know anything about it.
Sadly, neither do I. It's a game I picked up just
It looks interesting. It's from the creators of Tomb Raider 1 and 2. It looks interesting.
Scooby-Doo Night of 100 Frights. What do you know about this? Because...
It's an alright game.
Okay.
It's an alright... controls are alright and everything. I mean, it's a simple Scooby-Doo, hunt down the keys to unlock the doors, get the stuff to find the person.
Oh, so Resident Evil without the zombies.
There you go. Alright, another Scooby-Doo game is Scooby-Doo The Spooky Swamp, which I don't know anything about it. Honestly, never played it. I'm guessing it's like the other ones, but...
Wow, that's like our comment for half these games. We never played it.
It's true.
This was $2. Crash Nitro Kart. Is that as good as Crash Team Racing? I have no clue.
I liked it. I played it. I remember owning it, and it was pretty fun.
Awesome. Racing with weird characters, so yeah.
What can go wrong with that? Yeah.
Smuggler's Run.
I love that game.
This was kind of my first take at a very big open world-ish type thing. Like, we must have drove around it for
hours.
Yeah.
I mean, I've spent so many hours just driving around, seeing what you can see, and it was fantastic.
Yeah.
I recently played it, and I gotta say the physics in the game are just amazing.
We might have to go back and check this out.
Yes.
Just to see how it aged.
Oh.
Probably, I don't know if it aged well or not, but...
Yeah, gameplay, the controls are superb, but, I mean, you don't get much of a story.
Yeah.
Or gameplay. Yeah.
Sorry, we're trying to even out the games. Manhunt. Another... I know this is gonna sound kind of repetitive, but... This is another game where we had a disc. During saving, it would freeze on when you would try to save to start the game or something. It would create it creates a save file before you start the game, but during that creating a save file, it would freeze and stay there forever and ever and ever. We probably waited like 10 minutes, and yeah. So I had to get the disc replaced by my local game shop. Yeah, I seem to get that a lot. But they're really customer service. They're really good, like, people and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, where are we at?
Oh, you can do another
You're
one.
still ahead of me.
Yeah.
Darn it. Another game I don't know anything about. Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty.
And I never really got into the Metal Gear Solid series, or the Metal Gear series. But I plan to play through them at some point, and that's why I got it.
It's kinda too slow for me, in a way.
Mm-hmm. And then, you can do another one.
Dark Cloud, which I heard has interesting gameplay to it, like kinda you manage a town or something like that.
Is very odd. To start out, it's
well, there you go. It's odd, people.
very, very odd. Check it out just because of how odd it is. It's so...
Did you know there's a Dark Cloud 2?
And the Dark Cloud 2 is the more rare one. Dark Cloud 2 is actually a really sought after game. Yeah.
Interesting.
But the first one is... it's like going down the rabbit hole. You don't know where you're going. We have NBA Street 3.
Let's just say I was disappointed with it. I had expectations basically from the NBA Street or NFL Street series.
Mm-hmm.
I really liked that game, but something about that one just, I don't know, I couldn't get into it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it was lack of custom creation. Yeah. Crash Twinsanity.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know what to say about this. I have played a little bit of it in the past, like before having it in the collection now. And it was odd.
Yeah.
I never beat it, but it's not really the Crash I remember, but we all know why that is. Where is Naughty Dog?
Yes. And speaking of the NFL Street series, NFL Street 2, which very fun game. Not a sports fan, but they're a fun game to play with friends.
Yeah, it's the only reason I like it because it's off the wall, kind of, literally. Wow, I got all the games you should be talking about. Shadow of the Colossus. I can't say anything because I haven't played it. I never gave it a real chance, actually. I started to play it, but I didn't really try to dig into it much.
It's slow to start off with, but very fun game. I love meeting the new Colossi, and it's always like a fun kind of action puzzle. And I love it. I mean, it looks great. It feels great.
So it's like Punch-Out. It's a game full of bosses. Yeah.
That's what it is.
I actually really like Punch-Out. I wish we had that.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah, go ahead. Because
Okay,
I'm going to bundle these together.
Okay. Space Channel 5 Special Edition, which basically just has both Space Channel 5 games. Let's just say I kinda suck with this rhythm game. I may have to try it again at some point, but oh my gosh, I failed so hard last time I tried to play this. It just, oh my gosh.
I haven't got a chance to play it, but I would really like to check that one out.
I want to be able to play it, but if you can't get the rhythm down, then you can't progress at all.
Yeah.
Makes me upset. I'm gonna let you go and then...
Okay.
Oh, why did I buy this? Rumble Roses, people. You all know what it is. Wrestling, fighting, whatever, mixed with just... yeah. It was made for eye candy, so yeah. Take it for what it is. Just have fun with it or whatever.
And then another very well-known series is the Persona series. And we have Persona 3 and then Persona 3 Festival.
Which
is the kind of upgraded version of Persona 3.
Yes, it's like it adds a whole like new... Basically where Persona 3 ends, it adds a story called The Aftermath, which is basically like another 30-hour adventure telling what happens after the end of Persona 3. So, and plus there's like a few new personas and stuff like that.
And then Persona 4.
Yeah. I don't know really much about Persona 4. I spent the time I have spent with Persona 3, yeah, I know I'm still in the beginning, but I can see potential in the game. It's just, I don't know. It's kind of hard to pick up and play. I don't know. Anyways.
To speak of obscure games.
Oh, ha ha ha. I have Obscure and Obscure the Aftermath, which is like, I don't know, 4 times cheaper. This caught my eye because they are both co-op horror survival games, and I like my co-op, however you want to say it, and it's also how I found out me and him really suck at horror games.
Yeah.
I think we just need to give it a little bit more time, but that is our entire PS2 collection so far.